Good morning. This is a recording for Thursday, May 16th. Today is the last day of us following Brené Brown's book, I Thought It Was Just Me, But It Isn't, in the framework of our I Am Enough series. In the next few days, we will deepen our visceral knowing of being enough through some yoga nidra and chakra practices that are less intellectualizing and more somatic, bringing us more into our body. But today, let's summarize what we have learned from Brené Brown's research, from her shame resilience theory. Shame is best defined as the intensely painful experience of believing that we're flawed and therefore unworthy of acceptance and belonging. We often experience shame when we're entangled in a web of layered, conflicting, and competing social community expectations. Shame creates fear, blame, and disconnection. The opposite of experiencing shame is experiencing empathy. Empathy requires that we practice ordinary courage, compassion, and connection. We cannot become fully resistant to shame. However, we can develop shame resilience. And shame resilience is best described as a continuum, with shame anchoring one end and empathy anchoring the other end. Our level of shame resilience is determined by our combined ability to recognize shame and our specific triggers, our level of critical awareness, our willingness to reach out to others, and our abilities to speak shame. These are the four elements of shame resilience. And our position on the shame resilience continuum is actually the sum of our positions on these other four continuums. And I posted images of all these continuums in our Mindful Mornings private circle group so that you can have a visual representation. It's easier to conceptualize this way. We must assess our shame resilience independently for each of the 12 universal shame categories. Because a high level of shame resilience in one area doesn't guarantee high shame resilience for all the areas. People with higher levels of shame resilience recognize shame when they're experiencing it and know their shame triggers. Understanding our triggers allows us to better recognize shame and to reach out for support. When we don't know our vulnerabilities, we rely on ineffective methods to protect ourselves from the pain that is caused by shame. Brené Brown calls this shame screens. Practicing critical awareness increases our shame resilience. Critical awareness helps us demystify, contextualize, and normalize our shame experiences. And the lack of critical awareness can result in our reinforcing, individualizing, and pathologizing our experiences. Another practice that increases our shame resilience is reaching out to others who are experiencing shame. It allows us to share our stories and create tangible change. When we don't reach out to others, we often start separating and insulating ourselves from the rest of the world. Learning to speak the language of shame also increases our shame resilience. Speaking shame gives us the tools we need to express how we feel and ask for what we actually need. When we don't speak shame, we often start to shut down or act out. For me personally, going through this book has been a really powerful, albeit sometimes quite heavy, experience. And I hope you got a lot of this out of this exploration as well. Certainly, now we have quite a few tools we can use to recognize when we're in shame and to transform our shame experience into something, well, less permanent, more constructive. In our Mindful Morning Circle group, I posted some final ideas on how to incorporate these tools into our daily life. So check them out at your convenience and see if there's anything you'd like to incorporate into your life. And now let's do another circle of loving kindness practice to remind ourselves that each of us is good enough and to remind us that we are never alone. So take a comfortable position and, as always, take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, into your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. Allow your breath to be natural, soft. There is no need to fix anything about your breath, just like there is no need to fix anything about yourself. Just see if you can get a sense of spaciousness, a sense of freedom in your breathing, allowing all the experiences of the present moment to flow through you as energy that they are, without struggle. Now begin your loving kindness practice with a gentle reflection on the basic goodness within you and your simple wish to be happy. As you do this, scan your body and notice how this reflection affects your physical state, your breath. Soften from the inside out. And start repeating after me silently or out loud. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel loved, cared for, at ease. May I know that I am good enough. May I remember that I am never alone. May I touch deep, natural peace. Now imagine sitting in the center of a circle surrounded by all the members of our Mindful Mornings community, our Sangha. You can also include in the circle anybody else who are dear to you. And now we will send loving kindness to each other. And as you repeat the verse after me, also allow yourself to receive each other's kindness and good wishes. Receive each other's loving kindness with gentle presence. You deserve it. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you're good enough. May you remember that you are never alone. May you touch deep, natural peace. With each phrase, you are offering each other a gift. and you are receiving a gift from each other. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you're good enough. May you remember you're never alone. May you touch deep, natural peace. If your attention wanders away from the circle, away from the practice, or if difficult feelings or memories arise, try to let them go and simply come back here again and again, as many times as you need. Remember, here there is no judgment, only compassion. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you're good enough. May you remember you're never alone. May you touch deep, natural peace. As you let go of your practice, sit quietly for a few moments and just notice the sensations in your body, around your heart. You may notice a new sense of spaciousness or maybe tenderness, maybe a new softness you have never noticed before. But remember, it's okay if you don't see any difference. Remember, no judgment, and there is no need to fix or change anything. Simply doing this practice, simply being here, is enough. Being you is always enough. As you go through your day today, I encourage you to share how this book made you feel. What was the main lesson for you? And whatever else you want to share. Of course, only if you feel inspired to. There is no pressure. And at your convenience, do check out the final thoughts on how to incorporate shame resilience tools into your daily life. As always, enjoy your discoveries. Thank you for being here today. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.